Is Arizona Congressman Raul Grijalva. He is also the chairman of the Progressive Caucus. Congressman, good to have you with us tonight. I want your straight take on this issue. Is this a racist law that's on the verge of being signed into law in Arizona? What do you think?
Absolutely. I think once you single out a group of people, and this law is based on appearance, it's based on accent of your language, it's based on those parameters. You can only single out a certain group of people for that criteria. It's people of color, it's Latinos, and it's someone that speaks with an accent that is not considered English.
Congressman, what should the response of the Latino community be to this law if the governor signs it?
I think the response needs to be in Arizona to punish the people that are part of it and to support the people that are opposed to it. But beyond that, I think part of the you have to nationalize this issue. And I think Arizona deserves not national organizations, conventions, Super Bowls. They need to not be part of doing business with Arizona until they take away this very racist, discriminatory, unconstitutional agenda away from Arizona.
Congressman, that sounds like you want to impose an economic sanction by race on Arizona.
Well, I want to impact an economic sanction based on the unconstitutionality of it, the discriminatory practice, and the fact that Arizona has taken us back in some dark age in this country that we don't belong, and certainly you don't want it to be a model for the rest of the country.
Okay, well, that's this could be the tip of the iceberg. You know how a law like this could be reciprocated in other states as well, which would be a slippery slope. That was my commentary earlier tonight. But how do you justify law enforcement on reasonable suspicion versus probable cause? There is, I'm told by law enforcement officials this afternoon, there's a huge difference between these two, and this is going to give Arizona to set the table for almost a police state. Do you think that goes too far?
No, I don't think it goes too far. I was really happy to see a couple of sheriffs, Sheriff Estrada from a border town in Arizona said this is a discriminatory law. It does not help us do our law enforcement job, and it hurts us providing safety for the people of the state. And I think more and more of the law enforcement people that understand that their job is safety and security for neighborhoods and for towns are going to realize that they're being asked to do something that is dictatorial, discriminatory, and fundamentally unconstitutional.
Should this put legislation on the fast track? Should this be on the president's desk tonight?
Well, you know, it should have been a year ago. But the point being that if we don't do comprehensive reform at the federal level, you give the opportunity for the Arpaios of the world to begin to dictate immigration reform for this country.
What's your opinion of him? What's your opinion of Joe Arpaio?
My opinion of him has been the same since he started on his rant against immigrants. His issue is basically a racial issue, and he has turned it into a profitable political opportunity for him.
And finally, Congressman, what do you say to those residents of Arizona who are very concerned about undocumented workers and the operations of bringing people across the border illegally? How should that be remedied if it's not this law?
I think you need to target. You need to target the human, the drug, and the gun runners. You target them, you destroy their organizations, and you don't spend as much important capital on that poor schlep that's trying to get across to pick some lettuce in Yuma. That is not where the problem is. The problem is organized crime, and we keep avoiding that issue in Arizona because we continue to pretend that it's about the poor guy that's coming over to try to pick some fruit.
Congressman, great to have you with us tonight. Thanks so much.